Hello, hello. First of all, I'm sitting outside because it's such a nice day, so I apologize if you can hear wind, cars, birds, whatever in the background. But we're going to continue minimizing today. So we are done decluttering with the first round of my entire house, but we are not done yet. Today, I wanted to focus on things that you probably don't normally think about decluttering and just getting rid of. So we're going to start out here outside. My backyard is just full of kids' toys and random things that we don't need. I also need to go through my office and go through some paper files and just get that organized. We have minimized that before, but it's just something that you need to keep up with, or else your papers are just going to keep piling up. So we are going to take care of that today. We're also going to be decluttering our electronics. Our phones, our computers, those are a huge part of our lives. And when they get cluttered up, your brain can get cluttered up too. And they're part of your space. So you have to treat them like that too. And of course, I'm going to give you so many tips, tricks, and just ways to declutter and minimize your life throughout this entire video. I'm so excited. I feel like I haven't done a minimize with me, like an actual decluttering video, in quite some time. So that is what's on the rest of the agenda today. We already went to the gym this morning, so that's great. We've been getting back into our gym mode and it just feels so good, and I just feel like you have such a more productive day when you gym in the morning. And my kids go to daycare there and they love it. It's such good stimulation for them, so it's just all around a great thing. Now I'm feeling a little tired, so let's go inside, get some coffee, pump ourselves up a little bit before we have to tackle this decluttering for the day. Let's go. While we're here, I'm gonna take my vitamins too, and this video is actually sponsored by Care of. I am so excited to be working with them on today's video. So basically, Care of is a subscription service that ships high quality, personalized vitamins, supplements, and powders conveniently to your door every single month. Health is deeply human and it has to be personal, so Care of is there to help you find what works for you. Because I've been on this whole minimalism, simplifying my life kick, I have really been trying to stay healthy and improve my healthy habits, and taking vitamins like this every single day is a great way to start that. You take a short, in-depth quiz about your lifestyle and health goals for a personalized, doctor-backed recommendation. And the quiz can be retaken at any time to switch up your packs as your lifestyle and needs change. I've been taken care of every day, and I can truly say that it helps with my energy, my motivation, and just my drive to do things and get things done. My iron intake specifically has been always a little bit iffy, and I know that that can really affect your energy and whatnot, so that is something that they included in this little personalized packet for me. For 50% off your first Care of order, go to takecareof.com and enter the code KenzieMac50. And of course, I'll leave a link in the description box so you guys can go check it out really easily. Thank you to Care of for sponsoring today. Thank you to you guys for listening to my sponsored content. Now let's go minimize. Here is what we're starting with. It's not too bad because we just recently renovated this patio, but it definitely has some editing to do. I'm starting over here in this little corner. This is where we keep all of my kids' toys. We put everything in this big outdoor basket, and we have a rule that we can only have as many toys as the basket can take. And if we want to bring in something new, we have to make sure that there's room, which usually means we have to give away a toy or two so the basket's not overflowing. I do this for a few reasons. One, because we're outside and I prefer my kids to explore and use their imagination, and they don't need a whole bunch of toys distracting them from doing that. Of course, I let my kids have toys because it makes them happy and it's just good for them to learn through play. But it's actually proven that the more toys your kids have, the more overstimulated they get. And that leads to them not wanting to play with any of their toys. So that's why I like to minimize the number of toys in our house, so they're more likely to actually use the few toys that they do have. If you think about it though, the same thing applies to us adults. If we were to just minimize our own things, the less distracted we'd be by all the extra clutter, and the more use we'd get out of the items that truly give us joy and serve a purpose for our lives. Another thing I've noticed that's really helped me throughout this process is I'm so much more intentional with what I'm purchasing. I really try to not impulse buy. So I give myself a rule that, especially if it's a big purchase, I have to think about it for at least a week before buying it. Like this fire pit, you guys, we were on the fence about buying this, but after thinking about it for a long time, we decided that it's gonna get used enough for us to spend this amount of money on it. And honestly, it definitely has. We do not regret this purchase at all, and I'm so glad that we decided to invest in this big thing rather than spending the money on random smaller items that we don't truly need and will probably just get rid of in a year anyways. That was fun. We're done with the outside. That was way quicker than I expected. Now I'm gonna sip on the rest of my coffee and I'm gonna go through my computer and my phone. I don't know how much I'm gonna show you, but I'm gonna explain the process of how I go about this. I'm minimizing my electronics. Yeah, maybe you should do that. It's okay. Come say hi. He's a little bit more reserved than I am. He's cleaning up because he's the housewife. No, I'm serious. He does. Like, I can't clean up on a daily basis. That's not how I roll. First things first, if you have any tabs open, close out all of your tabs. Close them out. You don't need them. And if you do think that you need them, bookmark it. So it's not a tab, but it's super easy for you to access. For example, I have my email bookmarked, YouTube, and my project tracker, which is something that my manager can update to update all of my current brand deals, what I need to do. That is great. She has access to it and I have access to it on my end too. So all of those important things we're gonna leave there, we're gonna bookmark, but we are gonna close out all of our tabs. You do not need your tabs open. So all the tabs are closed out. Now we're gonna close everything out. I never really shut down my computer after I'm using it. I just literally close it and whatever was last on there is what's there. So this is Final Cut Pro. I'm gonna close that out, which is the editing software that I use to edit these videos. Canva, I use that to edit my thumbnails. And then here is my home screen. So now that everything is closed out and you're on your home screen, now we're gonna start clearing off your desktop. And you might already have an organized desktop, but if you're anything like me, everything goes in your desktop and I have to organize it every so often, every few weeks to maintain it. So that's what we're gonna do. And then when you're done with everything, don't forget to empty out your trash folder. This is also a great way to double check to make sure you're not deleting anything that you didn't want to delete. I've definitely done that before, so be aware before you empty your trash, but don't forget to empty your trash because that is what actually clears up all the space on your computer. Now let's go into downloads. I know there's a lot of downloads for me because I like to airdrop pictures and videos to myself from my iPhone, and they just go straight onto my computer in the downloads file. Now that all the files are done, we're gonna move on to going through our pictures. And oh my gosh, this is gonna take me so long to do. Let's see how many pictures I have. 40,000 photos on here and 4,700 videos. So we're gonna start from the very top and work our way down to the most recent pictures. And I know this can be a little bit intimidating because you don't want to delete memories, and that's not what we're doing at all. We're just deleting the extra things that don't need to be there. So for example, any old screenshots, any pictures of like a piece of paper that I don't need anymore, any duplicate photos. I know we have a lot of duplicate photos, especially when we do like family photo shoots or something. There's so many pictures and we don't need 200 of the same pictures. So I'll just pick out a few of the best from that time and just go with that. And yeah, this is gonna take me a while, but I mean, let's do it. I think I might go outside though. It's really nice. Let's go outside and do this.
Come here. Come here.
Now let's move back inside to our home office. This is where we keep all of our paper files, anything that we use for work, any pictures, memories, important documents, and just so on. We keep everything in these file holders, and the same rule applies to the kids' toys as it does to these boxes. So whatever comes in, something needs to come out to make room for the new guy that's coming in. I really try to not keep too many paper files though, because honestly we live in 2023 and everything can be found online. But I do keep any upcoming bills we need to pay just as a reminder to pay them, or if I need to address something, I'll just keep that paper as a reminder to get that taken care of. But I always make sure to toss them after I'm done with it, just so we know we did it and nothing gets piled up. And here's a quick reminder to go through your everyday purse, ladies. This is something that takes me 2 seconds because I try to do this very often so it stays empty and just ready to go for the next use. That's it for today. If you're still watching, thank you so much. And don't forget to check out Care Of. Thank you again to Care Of for sponsoring today. I'll have a link for them down below in the description box, as well as my discount code. And definitely like this video if you got some inspiration from it. And leave a comment down below. I would love to have a chat with you. So yeah, we'll see you in a few days in a new one. Bye.